welcome to the channel. It's Luna Marie here, the Spiritual Warrior UK. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm glad that Spirit has guided you here. Remember that you're always led to a reading for a reason, so there is definitely a message in one of these piles for you. If you are returning, then thank you for all your wonderful likes and support. We have a wonderful channel, a wonderful community growing, my lovely warriors. So I absolutely was not going to do a pick apart today because I've got so much to do. And I've just been for a walk in the woods and just got huge downloads. So I'm just going to jump on the back of that energy, and I'm just jumping straight onto it. So this is a pick a pile. I'm using the energies from this beautiful, I think it's moss agate that I bought. It's just really harnessing in a lot of energies for me at the moment. So this is about the Lionsgate. We're going to look at 3 piles, and it's what does the Lionsgate mean for your connection. So if you are in a connection already, if you are a divine counterpart, you've got a twin flame, soulmate, whatever label you resonate with, this is for you. Now, I really wanted to put this one in the middle for the symmetry. And they said, no, it's got to stay there. Okay, so what does the Lionsgate? The Lionsgate, for those of you that don't know, is the 8/8 portal. I feel that there is going to be a big shift, and that doesn't necessarily mean if you're separated that union is going to happen, but I just feel that energetically there is a big shift that's building up already and moving through into the Lionsgate, which is the 8 portal. Anyhow, so if you are drawn to the Vagabond Tarot, this is a lovely deck. This is your pile. This is pile A. I am going to be putting some Oracle as well. If you are drawn to the Crow Tarot, this is your pile, pile B. And if you are drawn to the Dream Keeper's Tarot, then this is your pile, pile C. I'm just going to give you a moment just to tune in with your third eye, not just your visualize, and really feel the energy. They're very, very different energies, each of these decks. So I'm just going to give you a minute just to have a look in and just see where you get drawn. And let us begin. Vagabond, Wild Tarot, then this is your reading. These are the other decks that I'm using: Rise of the Warrior Oracle and Moonology Oracle deck. Okay, so what does the Lionsgate mean for you and your connection? What shifts are going to be taking place? Different levels of communication coming in. So straight away in pile A, oh my goodness me, I can feel it in my throat chakra. Can you hear? It's like I feel like you currently are not in communication with this person. If you're in a connection with somebody, I feel like there's certainly a disagreement about something, and somebody's not expressing themselves. So let's just draw the cards, and they'll give me what they'll give me, because, as I said, I have just gone straight into this. And without any planning. Not that I generally overly plan my readings. So this is a timeless reading, though. I'm doing it in July 2022. Ready for the 8/8 portal of 2022. But remember that Spirit bring you to whatever you're supposed to see when you're supposed to see it. So my pile A is Spirit. What is happening in their connection around the energy of the Lionsgate portal? Okay, you're very close to achieving your goal. Okay, energy suggests this is why they've got me to do this. It's like I just feel like I'm just being poured in. I really don't need that many cards. For those of you that don't know my work, I am an intuitive reader. I use the cards just because they are a nice visual, and they open up the portal of energy for me to connect with my guides and yours. What I'm getting with this is I feel like you've known your person for quite a long time. I would say 12 months plus, a lot more in some cases. I would say actually from 12 months to 6 years, 1 to 6 years. You know, sometimes this journey is not a quick one, because it's not actually about the end destination. It's not about, as we perceive, the union. It's about the journey. It's about coming in alignment with your own self. I feel like you are going to have a huge amount of light codes coming down during this time of the Lionsgate window, which I have to say, as I've just literally walked through the door and started to record this, I don't know what it is, but it's before the 8 and well after the 8. Have a look at it, because I feel like, and I feel like it's actually already picking up as I record this. Actually, they've just corrected me, already open. And actually I got this from another reading. God, I'd completely forgotten about that. There was a full moon. It wasn't the last one. It could have been the super moon before that. The portal, and I was told this by my guides, is that the portal had opened up then. It was a big open portal between now and the Lionsgate and beyond. You're very close to achieving your goals. Now, again, I don't necessarily feel that this is union at this stage, but I feel that there is another progression towards, I'm really being like drawn into this moon. I feel like moon cycles are very, very important for you and your person. I feel like connectivity is very heightened after this last super full moon. There was a super full moon in Cancer. No, it wasn't. It was in Capricorn. I keep getting Cancerian energy coming through. When I did, it's really interesting, when I did a reading at the full moon in Capricorn, I kept talking about the Cancer energy. I'm going to have a look at what else is, what major planets are in Cancer at the moment, because, you know, Cancer is that chariot energy. It is a moving forward. Cancerians are highly intuitive. They have great psychic abilities, manifesting abilities, and they can effortlessly pick up energies. So I feel like there's that element in it. It's like that's what I keep picking up. And I'm getting it strongly again for you pile A's as well. So I feel like you will be in great more connection with your person, certainly in the 5D. Whether that transpires into the 3D, we'll have a look and see where it comes in, but I'm certainly feeling it in the skies, they're telling me. So for me, that's the 5D, because it's the higher ascension. If you look at this card, and you can just see how everything is pointing to the light, how everything is pointing to the moon. I'm not getting any illusion with this. I'm just getting being lit up, light codes pouring in with the super energies of these moons, of these transits, of these portals. I feel like they're just stepping stones to where you need to be, It's like, don't feel that you're you're not where you need to be. You are being guided. You are exactly where you need to be. And every day it's stepping forward. I feel like there's going to be communication within your meditations with your person. I feel like there's going to be a greater understanding. There's almost like a window. There could be a letter coming in for some. That could obviously be a text as well. But they're actually showing me somebody writing a letter. Could also be journaling. But I feel like it's the connected energies between the two of you. So I feel like there's some sort of healing going on there. Okay, so we've got two cards and they're both in the reverse. Now, Rise of the Warrior Oracle is my deck, and they are designed to be read in the reverse, which I know is quite unusual for oracle cards, but that is exactly how I designed them. So we've got the number 46 goes into the number 10. So we've got the end of a cycle here, and we've got listen to the inner child, listen to the voices within. With it in reverse, I feel like you might not be listening to the inner part of your soul, you know, the little child that wants to play, that wants to have fun, that wants to belly laugh. I'm hearing. I feel like it's got a little bit too serious. Let's focus on the mission and let's just do the work and let's get it all done so I feel better. And that I feel like it's about the endpoints and the ticking off and not really enjoying the process of it. And I feel like there is much need to laugh. There is much need to like lighten the load of this heaviness and just, you know, go out, have some fun, hang out with your friends. Storm warning we've also got in reverse. This is the number 8. This is also Leo energy, which we are moving into, responding, not reacting. I feel like you are actually taking a step back from situations and that you're not reacting. Remember that this is in reverse. I quite like the fact that it's in the reverse. And that there is a much more of, do you know what? It'll all be fine. I don't feel like you're getting triggered as much anymore because they're actually showing me the 5 of Wands in reverse. And the 5 of Wands is all about that inner conflict and triggers, and they're actually showing that to me in the reverse as well. So I'm being told to get another Moonology. So let's get one more, please. What's happening for our pile A's with their person around this Lionsgate's energy? Meditate and contemplate the new moon in Pisces. You know, what I was saying is that I felt that you were going to be in much more communication with your person within your meditations, within your 5D connection, and that's exactly what I feel like is coming in as well. I feel like when all is quiet, you know what's so interesting is look at the polarities of this moon. It's almost like the masculine and feminine energy. The yin and the yang is really what I'm getting drawn to with the imagery, and that is the masculine and feminine energy. It's the alchemy of flow. I did a reading for this week actually, and that's what I call it, the alchemy of flow. I'll put a link if I remember in the comments as well if you've not read that, because I feel like there's some synergy with that reading and this reading as well. Of course, I'm kind of piggybacking on the back of this week's energy because we are still in this week, but I feel like that you might start to have shifts already, part A. Also look at the colors within this. Is very much, I mean, there's lots of colors in this deck, but look how they kind of merge. It's this kind of turquoise, this freshness that I'm feeling. It's the freshness that leads you into the light. It's like I feel like it's a cleansing energy, and I'm just getting like mass spirit shivers at the moment. We're just like, oh. I feel like there is a real balance in the masculine and feminine energy for you within the connection. I just feel like there's a re-merging of the energies. There's a re-merging of the connectivities. If you haven't felt connected to your twin or to your person for a long time, this is starting to shift and this is picking up. Again, I am going to reiterate that this doesn't mean that human union in the 3D is necessarily on the way, but because for many this has been a long journey, and there you go, there's that throat stuff again. Maybe that's not that, maybe that's about the belief, maybe that's about the belief that it can't happen, and you want to protect yourself. Maybe that's my stuff. Who knows, it's it's coming up within your pile A's as well. Just be open and surrender. That's all you can do. Keep your heart open to your person, and you also carry on with your life. You don't wait, you don't hold yourself back in any way. Spirit will bring in whatever is good for your highest good. And as we all know, with these connections, there are many shifts and twists to them, and in a lot of time we're not supposed to know the full picture, because we wouldn't have the learnings, we wouldn't use the lessons. And I feel like that's also applying here as well. Cards keep falling out singly with the Magician. Do you know, oh my God, I am seeing the Magician this week. It's like in every reading I'm doing. Magician. It's just around. I feel like this is this almost connective energy. It's like the magic coming back in, the influencing power is kind of what I want to say. It's going to be interesting to see if the Magician comes up again, but I do feel that there's this almost believe in the magic energy, almost believe in this. Well, interesting that the Magician is Mercury energy, and Mercury is all about communication. It's about communication and travel. When you're communicating with your person in the 5D, that's astral travel. You are there's definitely feel like there's communication coming in for you guys, definitely. Okay, let's pull some tarot. Let's see what we've got coming up. Okay, for my pile A's, please. Spirit, my guys, connecting to your guys. Lovely angels, thank you. Okay, what do my pile A's need to know for their connection around this Lionsgate energy, please? What do they need to know for this Lionsgate energy? I am going to be doing an extended for this, for those of you that are interested, for those of you that really feel connected to this reading, really feel drawn in. I will be going on. Okay, let's see what we've got. I do like this deck. I haven't used it for a long time. Okay, what have we got? We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Hanged Woman in reverse. We've got the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is also coming up a lot. We've got the Three of Swords. I'm hearing get one more. We've got the Devil in reverse. One more, please, in Spirit. Four of Swords. Okay. What they're showing me, it's almost like a bit of a roller coaster. God. But I'm feeling that it's more like ebbs and flows rather than big dips and high dips. It's almost like a gentle wave. I feel like it could well have been a roller coaster. I feel like this whole journey has been a roller coaster for you, pile A. But I feel like it's more of like ebbs and flows, because I feel like you're able to harness the energy. See, with this storm warning in reverse, you meditate, you contemplate, you hold your energy back, you get drawn into the light, you get drawn into where your soul is supposed to go, you listen to your soul, your guides are helping you. I feel like with this Knight of Swords, there is a want to like kind of speed this up and get to the end destination. I've spoke about this before, but again, we've got the speed of the night, and then we've got the Hanged Woman in reverse, so not wanting to hang around anymore. It's almost like the same meaning from the two cards. Be a little bit careful in being impulsive within this current energy. Again, wanting to kind of contemplate. You might want to, if you get a feeling to do something, to rush in or to communicate or to make a decision, you might just want to sit back, meditate on it for a couple of days, see what your guides bring forward, because I feel like this rushing in energy is not going to serve you at this time. It's almost like don't react. there's kind of a pulling back, because when I got into this card, I was really drawn into it. It's like the energy was just massively pulling me in. So when I get that feeling, it's sometimes we do make these rash decisions, and I feel like there is an element of kind of just calm it down, be cool, take a moment. That's what I'm feeling. Take a moment. We've got the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords. So I do feel like there is progression coming on. I feel like you might not necessarily see it. The Two of Swords is about that inner conflict. We can be stuck in our head. You know, she's got a blindfold on, and we're seeing and we're feeling and we're knowing which direction to go in. But I feel like because you're not necessarily seeing it on the 3D, the cycle of pain keeps coming round. There is a need to let this go, to stop this pain body in the head is what I'm feeling. And it could have been like this, and if I know it was like that, and you know, why is it not showing up, and why doesn't it work for me? I'm also hearing, and there is an element of you know, when we're in it, it's very difficult, and the way to overcome that is to just stay present, just stay in the moment, just work on today, just do what feels right for today. And I keep hearing with you, part A's is, you know, whatever is meant for you is never going to pass you by. So I feel like some of you have lost the faith in this process, lost the faith in this journey. If this is about, is this my twin flame? Is this real? Am I mad? Am I crazy? You're not. I really get that you feel like that at times, but it's very much in, try to think of it, this person as in a different way. They are my ascension partner. I want them just as a friend, you know, whatever resonates for you, and take away the end point, take away that, our 3D romanticization of my life would be better if I was with you, I would be happy with you. And obviously we feel that draw with the twin flames, and we feel that pull, and it can be very difficult. And I feel like it's, if you can take away that end result, I feel like things are going to be much easier to maneuver through these energies. Okay, we've got the Devil in reverse, and I feel like that's you actually doing this, detaching, overcoming the impulsiveness, the addictiveness, and what are they doing, and what are they doing, and who are they doing it with, and just really taking that time out of, let's just focus on me, you know, like allow the healing to take place. I feel like, of course, we've got, oh, look at the progression, we've got the 2, 3 and the 4 of Swords. So I feel like you have, I love this. Lots of Swords energy here with the Knight of Swords starting off. So, you know, there is this element of being in your head and a need to get out of your head. But you are certainly progressing in what you're going through. And I feel that you're going to come through this energy feeling a lot more balanced, a lot more healed and processed, and looking forward to the future as well, that I'm also hearing. So let's draw another line of this. Okay, what else do my pile A's need to know? What else do my pile A's need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, pile A's. What else do my pile needs to know about their connection around this Lionsgate energy, please? Two more, please. So in the extended, I'm going to look individually at the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine and the energies that connect them. The link will be below for all the extended. There we go. Okay. Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Like that, this moon. And I don't know why I didn't turn that one over straight away. I just felt I needed to sort of like hold off on it. And it feels like there is this element of everything is going to become clear. We've certainly been in this energy, especially for you pile A's, of the not knowing, of the not understanding, of the blindfold of the Two of Swords. That's why this card has been coming out. It's been coming out in all the readings that I've been doing for my personal clients. And it's about feeling comfortable with that not knowing. And I also feel drawing this energy right until the end of the year. I don't feel like, 2023, all the lights are going to go on and you're going to know everything. But I do feel like there's going to be this not really understanding, not really seeing as much as you would like to see, from the Lionsgate through to the end. So it's like, get comfy with this energy, get comfy in the not knowing, get comfy and just working through it day by day and just focusing on where you are, focusing on your happiness. And again, I'm hearing, what the universe wants for you is never going to pass you by. So I do feel like there is something around divine timing for you on this part A. We've got the Page of Wands, so new beginnings, messages coming through. I almost feel like for you part A's, and I don't know why, other than just this sense that I get that this is after the 8-8, that I feel like it's in the energy that precedes, and I feel like this is more prior leading up to, and this is after. So I feel like communication, new beginnings, new ideas also coming, new belief in yourself, things starting to become clearer with this. The moon in reverse for me is like the Sun card. It's like things going in your direction, things really coming to light. There's an understanding of what's going on, and I feel like there is this just knowing it's like everything is going to be right. I'm not going to stress about everything. I just feel like there's a much more of a peaceful energy. The moon is also a feminine card. It's that feminine energy of allowing things to come to you. It's like, I am the prize. Everything in my life is like I've got a lot to give, and I don't need to chase. And that comes with the self-confidence that everything is going to be all right. And I feel like you're moving into that. We've got our Temperance in reverse. So imbalances, kind of that lack of perception again, but I do feel like the overriding energy is this moon in reverse. So I do feel like that's going to flip it on its head. I'm just going to take a clarifier for that. Nice Temperance in reverse. Also, we've got our Sag energy here. Temperance in reverse. Why is that? Capricorn energy with the Devil. Why is Temperance in reverse, please? Yeah, just getting too drawn into the head again. We've got a lot of Swords energy. I said that earlier, and the Seven of Cups. There's lots of opportunities. There's lots going on ahead, and sometimes thinking, is this made up? Is this just like my fantasy? Feel like this element of that. So where you're not feeling balanced, it's just not harnessing in that energy. It's almost like I've been here too long, on my own too long, and I need to sort of move through this. So what you do is you just keep your heart open, you give it up to spirit, you give it up to your guides, just work through this day by day. And then I feel with that energy, you're going to start to feel like it's much more possible, it's much more balanced, that new beginnings are coming in. And the new beginning might be with somebody that you're not expecting. So when we draw in love, when we draw in abundance, you don't always need to put a face to it. You don't need to sort of manifest that detail down so narrow that it stops you bringing in other opportunities. I also like that we've got the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck as well. So when we've got the Pentacles and the Wands, we've got that passion, we've got that major change coming in, that power that you have to create in a new, tangible, solid beginning in the 3D. So I love that energy. Got the Empress in reverse here. So again, that insecurity coming back. It's like it ebbs and it flows. It's kind of following on from the Temperance. So it's the same sort of thing. Let's get a clarifier. It's interesting that the majors, the 3 majors that we've got here, actually the 4 majors that we've got, because we've also got the Hangman, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all in reverse. Very interesting. They're all in reverse. I've only just noticed that. They've just brought that to my attention. What I'm actually going to do, Justice, I'm going to pull a card on all the majors. Where's the Hangman in reverse? I feel like there's a connection with this. Where's the devil in reverse? Hangman in the upright. Love that. Moon in reverse. And the Hierophant. Interesting. That each of the cards that are in reverse have got an upright card that have come in. Just finishing off with this again is that confidence that's coming in, and the Five of Swords again, it's that self-sabotage kind of energy, that inner conflict. You know, I'm gonna walk away from. It's interesting because we've got the 2, 3, 4 and the Five of Swords on this deck. So you might find that pile A's that we are really dealing with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or your person could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or that you're just very much a planner. You know, you're thinking about life challenges, you're thinking about everything that's happened, you're thinking about communication, that it's very much a head level, so you kind of want to draw this down a little bit. I love that the fire keeps coming in here with this fire energy. I feel like that's kind of softening the mind a little bit, because it feels like it's coming from the soul a little bit more. Kind of going back to the Hangman in reverse, that can be that it becomes a little bit impulsive, and then we've got the 8 of Wands here, which can be very, very fast acting energy, like things happening at a very fast pace and almost like too much to overwhelm you. With the Devil energy in reverse, I feel that you could be not looking at where your addictions are, or where the ego is driving you, and you may want to spend a little time, because we've got a Hangman in our upright, hanging out with that, hanging out with the ego, and seeing where you are your own self-saboteur, where you have, you know, whatever you're saying about your person, bring that back to yourself, and really find how you can work on that energy, because I feel like that's also going to be very helpful. There's a teaching in certainly this self-belief. I feel like there is an upgrade. We started with all the light codes coming in. I feel like that's not to be forgotten, you know, and that is about ascending. That's about knowing more, learning more, and again, believing in where you are and believing in what's happened to you so far, and not thinking that it is just this is a pipe dream, because I feel like that's the energy around that. And with your confidence, you know, allow that to balance up, allow yourself to nurture, to create, to be in your feminine energy. I feel like that is coming with this Justice card. I feel like you are able to balance that out with a softness around you, which is what I'm getting there. Okay, for those of you that aren't going on to the extended, I am going to pull you a guidance card for this energy. So as I said, in the extended, we are going to look, we're going to break it down to the divine masculine, the divine feminine, your person, you, and the energies that connect you during this Lionsgate. Want to do an extended because I just feel like there is a lot coming in. Okay, guidance for those, please, for our pile A's. Just guidance for our pile A's, please. Guidance for my pile A's, please, Spirit. You got anything? Anything to say to them? Thank you. Yeah, I knew 2 was coming. White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. That's interesting because I had that come through to me this morning as well. Connect to your lineage. I feel like that is more connect to your guides, and whatever comes through for you. And if you haven't met your guides yet, you need to keep asking them to come in again in your meditations. Allow and create some space for them so you can communicate with them. Archangel Michael was also coming to me this morning. Archangel Michael also very much helps twin and soul flames become connected. The angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. You know, with this Temperance in reverse, was that really not believing, not trusting? Is this all a pipe dream? And if you've been on this journey for a while, you know, you're not mad. You are feeling this. It may be slightly different than the end result, maybe different than what you would hope for, or where things are now. We really just don't know yet. But I do feel that there is certainly a shift in energies in these current connections. You know, call in your angels to help your counterpart, to help your twin, your soulmate, again, whatever name you resonate with, and ask them to help connect your energies in the 5D, and that might bring in some really profound light and direction and information for you. So for those of you not going on to the extended, I leave you there with so much love and so much light. So if you picked pile B, the Crow Tarot, then this is your reading. So I'm also using Rise of the Warrior, Oracle, and Moonology. So what does the Lionsgate mean for you and your connection? Okay, let's get started. Okay, straight away, my throat center is feeling very, very tight and very, very restricted. So I feel like there's not communication going on at the moment. I'm also feeling quite hot and flushed. Oh goodness me, just need to open my window. Whew. But I feel like I'm very red in the cheeks. It's a very unusual heat feeling for me. I don't normally get hot like this. It feels like it's in like an embarrassment. That's what I feel like. I feel embarrassed. Whew. What's this going on? Let me just tune into this. It feels like your person is really assessing how they behave towards you, that they are very much looking back on their path, looking back on how they behaved, looking back on how they were. And I'm just sort of like rubbing my eyes. I almost feel like I'm wiping the tears away. Really strong energies coming in for you, Pile B. We haven't even pulled any cards yet. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to put this back. Okay, so what does the Lionsgate mean for you and your connection? What does the Lionsgate mean for you and your connection? What does the Lionsgate mean for you? I actually feel like they're hiding. It's like that. I kind of want to curl up in a corner and like hide and pretend that it just didn't happen. It's a very reclusive kind of energy. Okay, it's time to release the negativity. I mean, there is certainly a lot of negativity around your person. Again, I can feel my throat going. I feel like it's really been kind of held in. This is the full moon in Scorpio. What else have we got? We've got, the new moon in Leo. So we just had the new moon in Leo, and this is confidence is your key to success. I feel like what's interesting is this is the real polarities of each other. You know, it's time to release the negativity, and confidence is your key. So it's like the negative and the positive is what I'm getting, and I'm feeling that there's much more of a balancing out. So if you recognize your person that could really dip down into the negative aspects more easily, I feel like they are working on raising this inner power, this inner solar plexus energy that is growing for them. I feel like they're really assessing a lot of things that they've been through, certainly within your connection, in what it meant to them, in how it was, in how they portrayed themselves, I'm hearing. And I'm actually seeing somebody whacking their finger. So for me, just not in a very good way at all. Okay, what does this Lionsgate mean for you and your connection? What does the Lionsgate mean for you and your connection? Yeah, self-sabotage. Yep, that's what I'm feeling. What else? What does this Lionsgate mean? It's really interesting because it's a really heavy energy that I'm feeling. It's a really dragging down. It's just heavy, and we've got karma, cause and effect. So again, look at the light and the dark. It's very similar with this, like the positive and the negative. I feel like your person, it just feels a little bit unbalanced. That's the best way to put it. It's just not, it's like I'm good one day and I'm not the next, and I'm good one day and I'm not the next, and I just feel that there is, oh, I just I don't really know how to put that into words. I just feel like what is it you're actually feeling? I don't even feel like they know what they're feeling. There is something about, you know, he's, and I keep going to say he, which is really interesting because I don't normally do that. You know, take this as this resonates. I mean, it's not gender specific, but I just keep saying that he's, you know, and most of the people that do watch these videos are female, but I still don't really say he's very often, but I just keep feeling to say that. I feel like there is an awareness that's been, I wanted to say open, but I'm actually here being exploded open. It's like, you know, something clicked and everything kind of just became very aware to your person in how they behaved, how they've gone through their life, how they've created a lot of their own drama. And I feel like this feeling of what they're going through, and again, there's that embarrassment feeling, like my, you know, when you flush, like my cheeks are flushed, that's how I feel. I feel embarrassed. I feel like, you know, when you know, I know what it feels like. So they're just giving me this example. You know, when I was younger, which is quite a long time ago, you know, when you get drunk and you wake up the next morning and you kind of go, oh my God, I didn't say that. Oh my God, I didn't do that. Oh my God, I didn't dance on the table. And you kind of do that kind of cringe. Well, I did anyhow. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. It feels like embarrassment. It feels like embarrassment. Really interesting feeling, I have to say. I don't think I've ever really felt this before in a reading. Anyhow, let's pull some tarot. So what shifts are going to take place? What shifts are going to take place on my pile Bs, please, in their connection around this Lionsgate? Let's get those as the qualifiers. Okay, what shifts are going to happen, please? What shifts are going to take place? What shifts are going to take place on my pile Bs? Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, more stability coming in like that. What shifts are going to take place for my pile Bs, for them and their connection around the Lionsgate, please? What shifts are coming in? Okay, one more. Okay. Five of Swords, bottom of the deck. So that's really very much about that self-sabotage. I feel like that's what we're trying to work through for them. I feel like that's what they're trying to work through. They recognise that actually when they've got something good, that they run away, that they cause around, that they just sabotage the situation because of their own fear, their own insecurities. And I actually feel like this is a really good thing because the embarrassment is now going. I feel like once you've experienced it, it's now drifting away, and what's happening is there's coming about a much more place of balance and stability. And I'm kind of being shown them standing really upright and just kind of like, okay, well, I effed up there, and I'm just going to own it, and I'm just going to move forward and move on and be a better version of myself and own it. And it feels like a very mature energy that's kind of moving through. It's yeah, I like it. It's really nice. It's really nice indeed. Okay, so let's get some qualifiers. Okay, let's just have a look at them before we get some qualifiers. Okay. I feel like they're letting go of this overcriticalness that they have mainly within themselves, this unrealistic goal setting that they have. This stems very much from a lack of confidence, and this is what this Leo energy is saying. It's the confidence that you need to turn that on its head. You need to see how, you know, the greatness about yourself. I feel like it's coming into this stability. I love the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands for me is it's a harmony union card for me. It's kind of like an engagement. It's a committed card is what I feel from that. And I feel like they're feeling much more committed to you, even though I feel like there's not communication, because if there is communication, I feel like it was a long time ago, quite sparse, because I don't feel like they're ready to explore that part of themselves and be that vulnerable. Yeah, and then we've got the Moon card that's come up, which is very much about our illusions. It is the feminine energy, and as I go into this this moon, I get that this kind of pain in my stomach, and it's almost it's kind of like taking my breath away. I feel like this change of what they're going through, it feels quite powerful. Actually, I heard the word toxic, and I'm actually going to pull a card on that because I don't really know. Tell me about toxic, please. Okay, well, the Emperor in the verse, and I got this throat stuff. Oh my God, it's like I can't breathe. Oh, goodness me. Oh, it's really, I'm just going to have to clear this. It's really heavy energy. Push it back. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, they're not good communicators. Can you hear? That's the spray that's making me cough. But they're not good communicators. When the Queen of Wands is in the reverse, she is also low confidence, burnt out, lack of confidence. And this is all what I'm getting from your person, but I feel it's coming to the surface. You know, the illusions, the toxicity that I was feeling. You know, when the Emperor is in reverse, this is recognizing that there is like this power struggle, this control, this stubbornness, this, I mean, the tantrum I'm hearing, because they're showing me a little child like stamping his feet. You know, that's really what I'm feeling, and that's the lack of confidence. It's almost like I don't know how to behave. I don't know how to express my feelings like verbally. I was never taught that, so I feel like there's a lot of childhood stuff coming up. Really not wanting to let go of the way that they are. They know they have to, but there is a real resistance to sweeping it under the carpet, that's for sure. But this is somebody that's not confident. They may portray the Emperor, they may portray this. I mean, the Emperor can be a bit of an asshole, to be honest. I mean, that's kind of like what I'm feeling. It's this real kind of like just idiot energy. Sorry, it's your person. No disrespect intended, but I have to kind of pass it on as they're giving it to me. But I feel like this opening up, this recognition is moving into a much more solidness within the self, and I feel that that's on both sides. I feel like this you know, a good on their own, in like I've kind of got it all going on. It's like I can be on my own. I don't just need to be with somebody to be with somebody. And I feel like the kind of thing, like both of you are really anchoring down that energy, that self energy, and taking time to heal, taking time to grow things that have happened in the past, things that have happened in this connection. Really taking time to heal. Okay, what's the growth here, please? What I'm hearing is realizing that I'm never out in the cold, that we're always connected. So I do feel that you feel each other very much within the 5D, very much with each other in the dream state is what I'm getting. And I'm also getting that, you know, there's kind of watching going on. Look at how we've got these crows out, just kind of watching what's going on, not really saying anything. That's that throat center that I was getting. You know, the love is there. They've got the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups. It's like the love is definitely there, and it's almost like too much emotion, and that's what blocks this person, that's what blocks this connection. The stability, please, the stability that's coming in with this Four of Wands. Why have we got this here, please? Yeah, letting go of the old behavior, letting go of sweeping it under the rug, letting go of that pretense that it's not happening, you know, walking away from the old behavior and being much more stable, being much more grounded, which is great. Queen of Swords in reverse. Let's do this. Where's the Queen of Swords in reverse here? Yeah, there's the stability again. This is good, you know, this is good that it's like one of you or both of you are really going through the process. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords. It's like, it's done. It's not done as in the connection done. This process, it's like, you know, it's interesting. It's like when I got an itch, I always feel like I've missed something on my hand. It's like always knowing that it's there, always knowing how I felt, always recognizing but not actually being 100% honest with the self. Yeah, but it feels like a lot of development, which is really good. So let's have a look at what communication is coming in, if any. Because we've got an awful lot of throat stuff going on in this connection, Par B. Let's have a look at where this is going to. So we've had a look at what shifts are taking place. And there is a big opening up that's going on, a much more grounded state. And I love that we've got the Four of Wands in here twice. You know, that really is, it's stability. It's my 1111 card. Okay. What communication is coming in? What communication is coming in? Is the, okay, hang on, let me reword that. So what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know around this time for this connection? What do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Lionsgate and my Power Bees, please. What else do we need to know? Okay, we've got another one there. Okay, we've got the Four of Cups. Judgment in reverse. We've got the Knight of Cups. What else? One more. Chariot in reverse. We've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. What I'm hearing at the moment, this is a time of stability. I feel that it's like anchoring in the energy. You know, when you've just had a big like upheaval, I feel like that's almost past, but it's like the aftermath. And my goodness me, again, I'm just feeling it in my throat. It's almost like there's so much coming up. It's like this just vast overwhelm, and it's like, there's a lot of regret that's coming up. There's a lot of sadness that I'm kind of feeling, but it's almost like stuck in the chest area. It's like it needs to be released, and I feel like there's not quite enough confidence again with this judgment in reverse to it's like this lack of self-awareness. So we've really got like your person is just not feeling. It's almost like I feel like they've been and when you just like have a dominant person around you, not in a nasty way, but just, well, you know, not in a violent way, but just like, you know, someone that just kind of talks over you and puts their opinion on you, and it's really first when they really talk about it, and it's almost like you're like, oh God, I don't agree with them, but I can't even be bothered to say anything because I'm not going to get a word in edgeway. It feels like there's not it's like I want a strength card to come up and get them to take stand, and every time I feel like they're going to step forward, I've got this again. It's like the throat closes over. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I'm actually going to pour a major arcana on on this because it's so intense. Right, tell me about this throat stuff. What do they need to do? What do they need to do to overcome this block in the throat chakra, this stuckness? Okay, this is this. Oh my God. Look. The Lovers. They need to speak to you. It's like there's so much that they want to say. And I feel like sorry is coming. I feel like once they start to talk, oh my God, look at this. Look what it got the throat, around the throat. Can you see that? Probably too close. Around the neck. It's got something around his neck. That's freaky. It's like I feel that if they can somehow start the path into communicating, there's so much that they're going to say. See how my throat's cleared? It's like there is something within you that makes them feel very grounded, that makes them feel non-judged, non-judgmental, non-judged. I don't know what that word is. Just it's like a safe. It's like safe. You've never you've been firm, but you've always been kind. And actually what I'm hearing, oh, I can feel the grief coming up. I'm not sure whose this grief is. I mean, it's really strong. This, you know, your connection has got, there's so much here that needs to be said, that needs to be communicated. What does the Watcher need to do? What does the Watcher need to do? Oh my God. Strength. Hold it together. Holding it all together. You're the strength of the connection. They are moving. They are, and look, we've got the Leo here. Yeah, well, strength is the Leo energy. Moving into the Lionsgate. I love it when the Leo card comes up when we're looking, you know, and you've got it twice. I feel like there's big shifts coming in for you and your person. I don't get that it's going to be really quick. I feel this is kind of separate, and I feel like I do feel like there's a coming together. We've got the Knight of Cups here. We've had the Knight of Cups twice. You know, I'm bringing my cup of love in. We've just got the Chariot in reverse because it's like this energy here, the holding on to the feelings, not feeling quite safe enough to let it go, the illusion that if I start crying, I'm never going to be able to stop, and that lack of self-confidence and that stubbornness and that just oh, it's like frustratedness. I want to shake them. It's just that rigidity. It's the rigidity of it with this Emperor in reverse. Again, there he goes, the throat again. It's like if they could just unlock that. They could just unlock that. So I don't feel like this is going to be really quick. I feel like this is what's going on. Interesting. Here we have the Nine of Pentacles, you know, being your sovereign self. But the Nine of Cups, I'm feeling, I'm going to pull a card on this energy, but I'm feeling it's much more of a balancing out, because the Nine of Cups can be what's the word? Oh my God. Addiction. Thank you. Give me addicted to something. Addicted to this connection. Give me a pull on this Nine of Cups, please. Why is this in reverse? Where's the Nine of Cups in reverse, please? And also I'm getting it's the sadness. Yeah. The shattered dreams. The shattered dreams. Bottom of the deck, Moon again. Lots of repetitive cards in this, but we've got the Justice in the upright. So we've got a lot of major arcanas going on in this. We had this in parlay as well. Look, we've got the Chariot, the Emperor, we've got the Moon, we've got the Justice, we've got the Moon, we've got the Tower. I'm not going to include these because I didn't use these in the other hand. We've got Judgment. You know, lots of karma. You know, things that are governed, things that are meant, things that are written is going on at the moment within your connection. So I feel like, you know, for you, you keep yourself grounded, because you are the one that's keeping this all together. You keep releasing your throat chakra. You keep talking your truth. You keep stepping into your truth. And that is what's going to build the connection. But you don't do it to get them to step forward, because, you know, you can't control that. That's your part in it. You be strong for you. You do all those things for you. Okay, guidance. Guidance, if you're not going on to the extended. In the extended, I am going to break this down a little bit more, a lot more. We're going to look at the masculine and the feminine energies individually and see what's going on. Okay, guidance please for my lovely pile B. Guidance please for my lovely pile B. Saint-Germain. Karma releasing. Karma releasing. There is so much synchronicity in this reading. It's absolutely crazy. Move beyond the drama. Create your own path. Make room for good energy. Get out of that self-destructive stuff. Don't pick up on their self-destructive energy. You clear your energy. I have to clear my energy after this reading. And I hope that you found that useful, guys. The extended link is down below if you would like a personal reading for me to tune into your energies of your connection. All my offerings are on the website. Do be aware the scammers are about. I never reach out to anybody for a reading ever. I don't have any backup accounts. Yeah, just be careful. Yeah, so I leave you there with so much love, so much light, and I'll speak to you again soon. Okay, if you picked pile C, then this is your reading with the Dream Keepers Tarot. So let us begin. Okay, so we're going to start with the Oracle cards. What does the Lionsgate mean for you and your connection? Pile C, please. What does the Lionsgate mean for my lovely pile C's, please, for them and their connection? For them and their person, what's coming in with the Lionsgate? It's coming in for the Lionsgate, please, for my pile C's. Oh, that was quick. What's coming in for my pile C's? Divine law. things going in your favor. I mean, the divine law is the justice card, really. It's the same essence as the justice card. It's the number 47 that goes into the 11. You know, things balancing out, things going in your favor. If you look at the scales, it's like it's currently out of balance. It feels like, you know, you haven't really known where you're going. You don't really know what's going on within this connection, but I feel, and certainly what I'm being brought to is these colors here. It's like being drawn into your third eye, being drawn into your knowing, being drawn into your own power about what's happening within this connection. I feel like there is almost like an integration within you as a person, the watcher, in what's been going on. It's like there's something divine. I don't know, I just feel like it's coming into alignment. What they're showing me is like all your chakras in a complete line, like spinning the right way, in alignment, outputting everything that you need to. It just feels a very, very lovely energy. But I feel like it's within the self. That's what it feels like. It's a very, you know, whether that's for your person, for you, you know, take it as it resonates. This is a general collective read. I feel like that it's currently where this energy is that it feels very 5D. It also feels that the separation, the way it was about, it feels like it was quite harsh, that there wasn't a lot of communication, there wasn't a lot of explanation, and it feels like it was left you feeling quite, you know, what the hell happened there? Like I feel quite confused. In my head, I almost feel like I'm just rubbing my head and not really understanding what's going on. Where I feel is like where you're going with this is that you are taking the blindfold off. I do feel like there is some form of communication coming in. I'm really, really drawn to the sword and the whiteness around the sword. For me, that's about communication. And I feel like I want to say, like, after quite a long period of not communicating, there's something about you've been doing some work, and very possible they've been doing the work as well. But I feel like your work has really been paying off. There's just such alignment with where you are now. I feel like you're really in quite a good place. It's showing me the lotus flower. So, you know, really having to bring yourself up from the depths, and learn how to shine again. And you know, that is no mean feat at all. So honor yourself in where you've come from and where you are now. Okay, what else do we need to know? There's a real, this feeling that I'm getting about, I don't know whether it's about your connection, I have to be honest, or whether it's just about you, but it's a very, like, I feel like I've gone full circle. It's a very, very calming, peaceful energy. It just feels very loving, very supportive. It feels very nurturing, understanding. Like it's a lovely energy. It's like I could bathe in this all day. It's very, very beautiful. Okay, what else do we need to know for this connection in the Lionsgate? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? What else do we need? Okay, it's rather a lot, but I'm going to take them all. A time to give rather than take. I feel like you've been giving to yourself. I do feel that. I just feel in a very lovely energy. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I feel that the end of a tough cycle has already approached. I feel like you're on to the next thing. Balance, spirituality and practicality. That's that balance that I was feeling within you. You know, I was talking about the solar plexus. It does feel, and look at all this green and the heart energy. Your dreams need a practical plan. 2 full moons and a new moon, 3 full moons. And I'm feeling like this quite earthy energy in just being really quite grounded. is it you need to know about this? What is it you need to know? It feels that there is an understanding of what this connection is at this moment in time. I feel like you were, and I feel like this, if you're not in separation, I don't believe that this is your reading, because this feels very you and them. And it feels like this energy is about your progression. It's about how you've developed. It's about how you've moved forward. It's about how you've grown, how you've opened up and balanced and come out the other side, and come out the other side with so much more grace and humility and just this beautiful aura that you have flowing around you. And there is something very much about flow that's going on with your energy at the moment. It really is just quite divine. It's so lovely. It just feels like it's divine energy. I feel that if you're not feeling a shift in your own energy, you will be, because I just feel like it's almost just integrated. It's like it's locked in, and it just feels very peaceful. It feels like you're in a peaceful place. I feel like a time to give rather than take is a time to give to yourself, is actually what I feel. I feel like that's what you've been doing. I feel like it's just this nurturing energy that I'm getting. And that you've come to the end of this kind of grind. I'm hearing like it really feels like it was a really tough experience for you, but there is growth in the fact that you're seeing how you are connected with your person, how they have influenced your life, how this experience has led you to where you are now. And that's in a good place, and seeing what it is you want, how you want it, what your world is going to look like, your growth and development of the self is just absolutely phenomenal. It really, really is. Pile C, I can applaud you enough. This is a very different read from the others. Right, let's put these up here and let's get some tarot. Okay, what am I going to use as my clarifiers? Let's use these. Okay, so let's get some tarot. What do you need to know? What do you need to know about this connection and this Lionsgate? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? What does the Watcher need to know, Spirit, about their connection and the Lionsgate energy? What do you need to know? This connection. Okay, we've got the Hierophant. We have the Moon in reverse. We have the King of Swords in the reverse. What else do you need to know? We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Wands in reverse. Bottom of the deck. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Lovers in the reverse. Three of Wands in the reverse. Hermit, I've got to take them. And the Star. Okay. Sometimes when I'm drawn to the bottom of the deck, if I feel like it's the story flowing, I just have to go with it. You know, those that know me, I'm not a traditional tarot reader. I just have to go with what I'm given. I feel, again, this is much growth. I'm just going to get a clarifier on this. I feel like you've uncovered many different sides to yourself, and I feel like you're really stepping into who you are and who you want to be. And I feel like you're able to see many different sides of your person, of your twin soulmate. There could have been another person involved here. I am getting a tri energy, I have to say. I don't normally get that from the Hierophant, which is why I wanted to pull these cards. For me, the Ace of Swords is always a yes. So I feel that there could have been a third, and that doesn't necessarily mean to be that somebody's unfaithful. It just can mean that there was somebody else that disrupted the energy of this connection. It could be a child, it could be an ex-partner, it could, you know, just stuff going on. Made to feel guilty. I'm also getting that coming in as well. Made to feel that it's just not right, it's too soon. So it could have been a connection after a marriage had ended, or a long-term relationship had ended, and people around felt that it was too soon. Yeah, that I feel like things are becoming clearer. You know, we've got two major arcanas here. We've got 4 majors, 5 majors. There's a lot of kind of stuff that was going to pan out this way. I feel like there was a need for a journey within this connection. I feel like it's taught you a huge amount, but I feel like things are getting brighter. For me, the moon in reverse is very much like the sun. It's that feminine energy. But it's releasing the past. It's releasing with this King of Swords. It's releasing that lack of integrity. It's releasing that lack of communication in not just, I feel like you've kind of just really pulled your energy back, walked away. No hope, this isn't going to ever happen, it's done. It feels like it's a very kind of final energy, though I do feel that there is a lot of 5D connection within this relationship, and I feel for almost like your own sanity, you had to make the decision of where you were going to go with this. I feel like there was this kind of in and out energy, a bit flighty, what's in it for me. I feel like there's that much more of your person. I feel like they were very focused on their career and finances, and a bit of a workaholic I'm actually getting with the 10 of Pentacles here, like looking for their dream, looking for their ultimate dream, but not actually knowing what it was. You know, but kind of like not giving up. I don't feel like they've given up on you. But there is a release of baggage here. That I feel like there's a release. It's interesting. I feel like you've released a lot of the baggage in what's happened. I feel for them, there is still a lot of regret in how things turned out. There's still a lot of regret in how they treated you. Because I just get this feeling that it just was very abrupt, and like it doesn't feel like it was it could have been done much better. Let's leave it at that. Okay, I'm kind of feeling the energy that sort of binds you in this one. Again, slightly different from the others. I feel that this has been quite slow moving. Again, I feel like there has been quite a while apart, and there you are, you're really not seeing any way that this can come together. We've got the Hermit and we've got the Star, so I feel like the time out energy has been really good for you in understanding what it is you want. Like, it feels like it's much more of a journey for you. Of course it's a journey for them, but you know, this energy is very much on highlighting you and your achievements and where you've come from and what you've got to. And it's like, you know, believe in the stars. When it gets like this, you pass it up to spirit, and what is meant to be, you know, will never pass you by. And sometimes, you know, the strangest things happen, we all know that, and you just got to kind of go on, live your life, and let your team and spirit, you know, do the rest. And whether you stay on this path, or whether you get taken on a detour, or you completely get taken off it, you know, that's your free will. Okay, Okay, what else do we need to know, Spirit? What else do we need to know? Whoa. Some energy behind that. Oh my goodness me. The Two of Cups. It's almost like the more you've pulled away, the more you're on their mind. Even if you're not with them, even if they're with somebody else, I feel like it's so much reminds them of you. So much, there's so much thought in you know, what did I do is just kind of what I'm hearing. And there is still some hope that you have good feelings for them. There is a lot of tenderness within this connection, a lot of tenderness, but I also feel that they feel you've pulled your energy back and they're realizing what they missed. Yeah, the Four of Cups, you know, perfect timing. They're realizing that actually this meant a whole lot more to me than I realized. And I keep thinking about that, and I'm not really focusing on where I am at the moment, on what's in front of me. I'm focusing on what was, and that's not good for anybody. Yeah, I was focusing on our happiness. I was focusing on the things that we used to enjoy. Ace of Wands fell on the floor. It's almost like I want this back. Tell me more about this energy. Been thinking about it, been healing and growing. I'm hearing healing and growing, seeing myself in the mirror in a true and honest way, wanting to communicate. My God, you've got two aces here. Ace is a gift from the universe. What else have we got here? Six of Swords in reverse, but came out with the Two of Wands. Though I don't feel that they are entirely sorted everything out. I feel like there's still a few bumps in the road. I feel like they've left something behind with this Two of Wands. I know it doesn't mean that, but that's what I'm feeling. Give me a card on this Two of Wands, please. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like it feels like there's a settlement. And it doesn't feel like it's a divorce or anything like that. It feels like there's a separation, but it's almost like a settlement, an agreement. It's like we can't see. What I'm hearing is it's like we're not on the same path. We see things differently. We're not going forward. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. Yeah, waking up and realizing that we're not going in the same direction, but we've got the Queen of Cups there, but knowing what it is that you want, knowing what it is that lights your soul, that feeds you, that you know, allows you to go. It knows what it is you want, and that's you. And they're not there, they're not with you, and they're realizing that. This is a very, very interesting reading. So I hope that brings you a little bit less confusion. I am going to pull a card of guidance for those of you not going on with the extended, as we've got this one sticking out. This is the one. Oh my goodness me. Look at this. White Eagle Ancestors. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed. So what is it you learn within this connection that you've done before and not learned? So it's like you've done the same thing. This time you've learned the lesson. There's an ascension. Serapis Bay. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. I feel like you're almost being cleansing past lifetimes. I just get really drawn and Paul the Vatican, experiencing grace. That was that grace I was feeling in the beginning. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming in. And we've also got the Ace of Pentacles as well. You know, sitting with the Nine of Cups, actually, when we put it like that. I feel like there is a healing of a lot of past lifetimes and karmic situations I'm hearing. So, you know, whatever hardship you've been through, you know, realize that there has been a lot of clearing, a lot of lighting, was why I feel that you feel like really peaceful. I do soul retrievals. For those of you watching this and you don't realize, they are really quite profound. I'm just really drawn to tell you that. So if you are looking for a more individual reading, do check out my website, thespiritualwarrior.uk. All my offerings are on there. Watch out for scammers. I don't approach anybody. Do join my newsletter list, because my people on my newsletters get all the offers, and they also get a reading every week that's not posted. So if those of you not going on to the extended, I hope that you found that useful. I leave you there with so much love, so much light, and I'll speak to you again soon.